You're listening to the Saturday Night Gaming Podcast, Starfall, run by our head GM, Scott Hibbard. Hope you enjoy!
Welcome back to another episode of Starfall.
As we're leaving town, I see Moltres.
You see a bird on fire.
Yeah.
Bird on Fire. Is it played by Denzel Washington?
Our minds went very different places.
Two totally different places.
As long as you didn't go to the Dark Phoenix.
Oh, now it is.
Nothing ever goes to the Dark Phoenix.
Including the ratings. So, would you like to start off for us, sir? Introduce yourself and your character.
Oh, I'm supposed to introduce myself too. I'm Dan. And I'm the one who's been playing Tornick the Cherry Carthen, who is trying to learn to be a kind warrior who thunders mystically.
A kind warrior who thunders mystically.
Yes.
Oh,
Not
kind
to be
thunder.
confused with the lightning, which is what my friend does.
Which is unkind.
No, just kind in a different way. The lightning is what stopped me from killing my brother.
No, I didn't.
Yes, it is.
I said no, I didn't.
My name is Jessica. I'm playing Iona Torwynn, a mystical explorer who worships the old gods and has studied Fey magic. And we're currently in the back of a wagon, I think, on the way to kill something.
Yes, I am holding a box of mushrooms.
Wait, are they the Jaden mushrooms?
No. They are shiitake.
Okay.
I am Tony, and I'll be playing Kenrick Skian. And from what I know is that we are on the way to investigate some people that are investigating stuff, but everybody's telling me we're going to have to kill it, so I'm already ready to rock and roll.
We've all met you before.
I've met me too.
No, I'm planning to command some goblins to help us do some things.
I'm glad you're planning that.
Well, I mean,
It'll be interesting.
right now you're a pretty fun guy.
Yes. As evidenced by the box that I have in my lap.
Next.
Oh, yeah, okay, me. Well, hi, I'm Kyle, playing Fern, a guarded adept who rides the lightning, and, well, I'm studying gauntlets right now, and I don't know much else beyond that right now.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to finding out what you found out.
I'm looking forward to finding out what I found out. I'm so glad we're on the same page.
Yes.
I'm Roddy. I'm playing Duncan, and he is a knight of the Lightbringer. That
Not for
was
long.
really, really... That threw me off.
The Lightbringer is no more. Maybe. I don't know. We'll find out. Probably not.
But no, he's a knight of the Lightbringer. He was supposed to be hidden, but circumstances at a bar kind of changed things.
Brought him out into the light.
Sometimes you just can't hide the truth, man.
Next!
Lord Eric.
My name is Eric Craven, and I have a suit of armor. I was possessed by a genie, and basically...
Feeny? The principal from my old school?
Genie, yeah.
Oh, Genie.
Oh, wait, what's her name?
I was going to say Feeny.
No, not Feeny. Mr. McFeeny? No.
He's actually Boy Meets World underneath all the armor.
Yeah. This is where he got
Eric?
at the end of his life.
Eric, is that
It's Mary
you?
Poppins, y'all.
Yeah. He likes to read books. He's currently reading one on armor. He checked it out from the Shelby County Library. They have a book policy there where you can keep it as long as you want, and you don't have to pay late fees as long as you don't check out anything else.
This is how we get doxxed.
Oh, you were hilarious with that, checking out the book.
He did check it out.
You found you do have a book on armor of Avonmore.
I discovered it in my pocket.
Yeah, it's actually from your travels you've been documenting.
Oh, I wrote it?
You wrote it self-titled.
I quickly checked to see if I have a diary that I've been writing things in. Because I don't remember that.
Yeah, it's called That Book.
At all.
Your books.
So everything I write in the book, I forget. It's in the book.
It's in the book.
I wrote it down, so I didn't have to
This
remember
happens to you a lot.
it. Yeah.
Weird.
I have a journal that I keep for the same reason.
Yeah. Well, my name is Scott. I'm GM for tonight. As we run the Cipher system, which we have become very accustomed to over the past few weeks.
Not to be confused with the Enigma system.
The Enigma system.
Don't make fun of me. I'm getting comfy, okay?
Oh, Fern.
I hear something about a wagon, and I'm not sure if I'm on said wagon, so it could be a while.
We haven't looked inside that box.
Fern.
Am I hiding in a box in the what? I'm not that flexible.
I thought there was a
am I?
mushroom.
He is not a mushroom.
Are you sure? Did the gauntlet make me a mushroom?
It did not.
I once knew a guy who became something similar.
Oh. Oh, that's fun.
As long as you didn't eat the cordyceps.
So, sir, Fern, we'll start over here with you.
Oh dear. So it's not going to be a while.
So, describe to us what you're doing with this gauntlet.
Well, I'm studying.
Places you're putting it and everything.
That sounds wrong, and I'm not putting it anywhere you might think. Except maybe, well, no, I wouldn't even put it on my hands because I don't trust it to
The
not.
glove fits.
I don't trust it to not permanently attach itself to me.
If the glove
For now.
fits, you must equip.
Nice.
If anything, being a being of mostly, well, literally condensed energy, I mean, I'd be trying to tap into whatever energies it has, maybe see if I could at least try to siphon a little bit of it off, possibly. Maybe use it for my own, and if I can figure out how to do that, maybe I can figure out how to pull from its source and find where that said source is, since supposedly it comes straight from some whatever
Raphael.
god, as he likes to call himself.
Yes.
A lot of baloney that is.
He even put his name on the gauntlet.
I know, how dare he? So conceited.
He put his symbol on the gauntlet.
That's effectively his name.
If Prince can change his name to a symbol, so can this guy.
Look, if Elon Musk can name his baby whatever the heck he named it, and it's not at all spelled like that.
So, what is this? The god formerly known as Raphael?
It is now.
You know?
The supposed god formerly known as Raphael.
Well, sir, you have identified the energy that is flowing through these gauntlets.
Is it tasty?
Is it tasty?
Is it tasty?
It is very tasty.
Tasty.
It's like having your cake.
Ah, and eating it too?
Yes.
Ooh.
It's very rich energy.
Ah.
Very powerful energy. It's almost raw, like the energy that composes you.
I'm sorry, are you telling me that he put raw eggs in his cake?
And ate
What
it
else
too.
do you eat?
Well, at least it was baked, I hope.
I mean,
It's all caked up, though.
if you try cooking something, it'd be overcooked.
You're not wrong. But anyways, so it tastes like eggs.
But it's the energy is very similar to your own as far as the how it's like the pure rawness of it.
Primal raw energy of some sort.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
So you can definitely recognize that.
Oh, I don't want to be a sibling to this guy. That's not okay.
What? But you get that much out of it, but you also understand what the gauntlets do.
Uh-huh. Do they punch things?
Well,
If the answer is no, then they're doing it wrong.
the gauntlets, with the energy that's empowered with it,
Uh-huh.
actually gives the wearer the ability to create shock waves by punching into the ground.
That's neat.
Okay.
And also, because of the raw strength from it, makes it easier to perform strength tasks. So, mechanically speaking, it grants an asset on might tasks.
Does that include attacking?
It does. Counts as an asset, though. So,
Well, yeah, but I mean, an asset's effectively the same bonus as easy.
well, except that you may only have up to 2 assets.
Is that an actual hard limit?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
But you can have any number of hindrances.
And any number of eases, I guess.
Correct, yeah.
And any number of
Easing is different than assets.
Yep,
But yes.
they are different. Because assets can also just be a +1 or +2 and stuff, can't they?
I now have
Depending
a
on what it is.
skill in
Yeah.
cudgels.
Those are more rare.
Those are rare, but yeah.
but yeah.
If it's just, I have these absolutely basic homemade tools,
Yeah.
have a +1.
But yeah, essentially it does make tasks easier for mine, and that includes attacking as well because of the raw strength.
So this man's a muscle head, is what I'm understanding out of that.
He's a god of war.
He's a muscle head. So do I have any idea if it's just coming from the gauntlets, or if the gauntlets are pulling the power from something else?
The gauntlets are a conduit.
So they are pulling power from something else.
Yes.
Can I tell what direction generally or anything that it's pulling from? Or is that just
Absolutely you
Coming
can.
from over there.
Yeah, it's somewhere over yonder.
And actually here, I don't think I've sent you the map yet. So give me a
I
second.
have not seen a map, so possibly
I
not.
thought it was...
I can check again.
Well, you got the point of interest map.
Yeah, I got
yeah.
the POI map, but not
So let me put it in there right now for you. And then 135 kilobyte later.
the...
Gosh.
Only 135 kilos? That's not bad.
Oh, that's because it really compressed it. That is horrible.
Yes, it is.
I can
Yes.
read 3
What did it
of
do
the
to
city
it?
names.
Hey, there are at least 4 pixels there, but no more than 7.
Well, anyhow,
Does it look
I
like that?
have a few more.
it does look like that. What is wrong with it? It's got to be the compression. But anyways, so you were here
There's so
at the
much
top
more.
of the river there, sir.
Okay, I'm seeing many rivers.
I'm showing you on mine.
Oh.
Oh, yes, there.
Okay.
Right there.
Right there.
Okay. And then
I'm following.
right up there in the mountain,
Uh-huh.
that little place right there. I say little, but that's actually the capital, or one of the capitals. 3 capitals here in Torwynn, and that's one of the capitals. That's the capital of the territory that War basically controls. It's called Dolgotha, and that is a mountain fortress, and that is a direction that the energy is pointing you towards.
Hey guys, we should go that way. I promise it'll be great.
As you look around, hey guys,
Right, I have to go to them because I went away from them. Guys, where are you?
So you start searching the city,
Well,
looking for them.
Something like that.
Yeah, all right.
I don't know where they
There
went.
we are.
You actually managed finding them from a distance at the west gate.
I mean, it's not hard to miss that guy right there.
Yeah, as he's loading himself onto a cart.
Okay.
And then you see the others just start removing the produce from the cart.
I grabbed the
And
box
Duncan
that
shaking
I
his head.
moved and put it in my lap.
Do you guys not need to eat that?
Already ate haggis on stick.
But you seem to be getting in the cart, which means you're probably going somewhere, and don't you need food for the road?
I can stop and hunt for anything I want to eat.
Yeah, but what about the rest of them?
I don't know if they know how to hunt. You can ask them if you'd like.
Oh, that's a shame.
Can make haggis on a stick.
So,
And you can fry
you guys are heading where now?
We're going to
the
find
goblins.
some goblins that are looking into the idea that there might be some Lightbringer disciple out there.
We're going to hunt down these blasphemers that like to worship gods that tell you that you suck.
Actually, these goblins recently left service of the dragon.
I'm pretty sure I'm the one that tells the gods that they suck.
But these goblins said that you're wrong and that they're right.
I'm sorry, I'm still stuck on deep fried haggis on a stick.
You stuck on what?
Deep
Fried
fried
haggis.
haggis on a stick.
Yeah,
I will repeat my question. You're stuck on what?
stuck on a steak.
It happened about 26 hours ago. Don't worry about it.
So they just kind of broke my brain a little bit.
I'll send you this.
Don't worry, I'm still not comprehending, but okay.
He's going to write the recipe down for you.
Yeah,
Oh boy.
Oh.
I found it on top of this box that I'm holding in my lap.
So where are we heading? Where are you heading, I suppose?
Pretty sure that's at a fair
I'm headed to
somewhere.
go and try to recruit a bunch of
goblins.
goblins
You don't
to
listen.
our cause.
So...
I'm not lying to you. I know you think I'm lying
Also
to you, but
bugbears
there's these
and
goblins that think that you are a heretic.
Uh,
Do they think he's a heretic, or...
You.
I'm confused. They believe
don't-
that there's a disciple of the Lightbringer, and...
they were sent out by the people that follow war.
So the big high war god is sending out the goblins.
Yes.
This sounds like a game that I play.
And
No, this is the real life.
they were sent to look for this disciple of the Lightbringer.
Question, does this big high war god happen to be, wearing a
Ruffian.
horned helmet or anything?
Happens to be Ruffian.
Once I finally got the message to work properly in there for you.
Oh,
Now you can actually read
now I
it.
can zoom in like
Oh my god, I
twice
have
as far.
pixels. I have
Turns
pixels.
out you should wait for it to load all the way before
You send it.
downloading.
You're telling me it's sent to you? Oh, you downloaded the preview.
Well, no. It was already there. It's just I didn't allow it to finish loading all the way before I said download.
Now I
So
can
you
read
downloaded the preview.
Dolgotha.
Something like that.
That's like
I can
that's
actually
like-
read
Dolgotha,
it.
you can read it now. Yes, thank you.
I know. I read it earlier as Dolgotha.
As what?
As Dolgotha. Because I could read
Well-
the DOL and then the G is kind of there, and then the
You
rest
see that little trail there that goes all the way down there to the right where it says Veladon?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's where they're going.
Are we in Dolgotha right now, or are we-
Nope.
Oh, okay. So are we in like Roland or
But
like Aurelia?
You're in... It's Drummond.
Drama.
I thought we were in Windsor.
Well, you're in Drummond is where
We're outside of
the
Windsor.
arena is, and you are traveling to Windsor, and then from there, going around.
We're not
Oh, so
stopping
we're going-
at the pub in Windsor.
we're going to South Loop.
Not stopping at
Yes.
the pub in
Going to
Windsor.
South Loop because it's safer.
Oh, so we want to recruit followers before we beat up the big high war god.
I mean,
I hope you know
I
that's,
kinda
he's
do.
getting references at this entire time because you've mentioned goblins and stuff now, and it's
Oh, that's okay because
headcanon.
right above there is Big Red.
I'm looking forward to being. I'm looking forward to meeting the goblin that slays, and I shall call him the Goblin Slayer.
You know, at least goblins keep it simple.
okay.
Big bad war guy.
I've heard something about more allies. I'm in.
Welcome to the club again.
Hey, by the way, these things they're terrible. They're very 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 gaudy, And I don't mean that as the GOD one. I mean like GA.
The Gotti.
Oh, you mean GOTTI?
You broke him.
What? What?
Oh.
You gotta put a yo in front of it.
Anyway,
What? Anyways, so yeah, they're like they taste like eggs.
Like eggs.
Are they eggs?
their power
Well, they're
tastes like eggs.
no, they taste like eggs. Fresh eggs, but eggs nonetheless.
Are they eggs by chance?
But they were expensive, right?
Fresh
eggs
eggs?
are expensive.
Well, I don't know. I don't usually have to buy food, so I don't know what the going price is. and
Describe,
what might be considered
describe
expensive.
what you're eating.
So do you think
Tastes
that
like eggs.
Are they eggs?
Tastes like eggs.
did you discover whether Raphael is able to watch us through them?
Oh, I have no idea, but I know he's over there.
Wait, through the eggs?
And you're going there, which is close enough to there,
Ah,
as I'm just pointing in random directions.
so using them, you can tell where he is.
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
Wait, the eggs.
So as
He
long
tastes
as
like eggs. Hold
we
on.
don't go towards him, then we can recruit more power so that when we do go towards him, we will have enough power to take him on.
Something like that. Can I
With
hold
the
on to
power
these?
of friendship.
If I have learned anything, the power of friendship can, well, it doesn't really conquer anything, actually, now that I think about it.
Well,
If anything,
I mean-
the power of friendship is very depressing.
I was told by an ancient wise man that the power of friendship overcomes all problems.
Yeah, and then death happens.
He lived through a time when some adventurers took on all challenges and were the greatest adventurers in the land.
Yeah, and then what happened to him?
And then you hear
And
the
then most of them died.
Exactly.
you hear the driver, and as he's overhearing your conversations you guys are having, and he says, "Yeah, well, if you stay here long enough, you'll learn that Rauk is the one who has conquered death itself."
Rauk.
Rauk.
Rauk. Who is he?
He's one of the big three here. You have the god of war, the god of death, and the pestilence.
Wait, the god Death hasn't conquered death?
Rauk has
Or did the Rauk conquer the god of death?
Rauk is the god of death.
Yes.
Oh, Rauk is. Do you become the god of death if you conquer death?
See, I have many questions for this driver, because what does he know? I mean, how long has he lived?
Don't talk to Joe like that. Joe is being very nice. He's taking us where we're going. Don't ask him about his religion. Don't blow up any prayer beads in his pockets.
I
Don't
mean,
ask
no
about his
disrespect.
mama.
Just
I
don't be
question
yourself.
What he knows. How long has he been alive that he's conquered death?
No, the driver hasn't.
The driver.
No, not the driver. This god, Rauk, or whatever his name happens to be. He needs more consonants in his name.
Ryukin.
Shoryuken.
No, that's what happens after he hits you. Rauken! You've been Rauked.
He's Ryukin you.
You
Can
start.
you conquer death? Ryuken.
I love that. That's going.
I hate it.
That's going on the store. Find our store on Saturday Night Game.
That's going back in coffee.
Oh, it's bad as I can think of even more. Oh, really? Because then you meet him and then he asks, "Do you think I can conquer death?" And you tell him, "Sure you can." Or so he would like you to say.
Oh. So, anyways, the driver.
And it's tangents.
I mean, what else are we going to do while we're riding?
Right? But he tells you, he says that, the Empire has only been around for a few years.
So you're telling me because he's survived for 3 years, people think he's conquered death?
No, not at all. Have you not heard the stories?
I have not. Would you like to educate me?
Yes. If you go south of here,
Which
and
is
a
where
little
we're
bit
going.
east, in
Which
the
is
middle
also
of
where
the
we're going.
desert,
Not quite that far.
there is a massive sand cloud. Its purpose is to prevent people like you from entering it. However, as
people
the
like
tales
you.
go, if you are able to make it to the center of it, you will find Death's Citadel, which is where the god of death, Rauk, himself, is said to actually reside. However, any who go either perish along the way or come back changed. It is said that here is where he performs all of his experiments.
So he's a recluse that no one really likes to talk to because he's antisocial? He locked himself away in his room and she doesn't even let mommy deliver him food. Is that what I'm getting out of this?
Well, you know, as you've seen from personal experience, that Raphael is very flamboyant. He likes to really put on a show, as with the arena.
As I look down at the gauntlets and go, really? I wouldn't have guessed.
And of course you have Raouk, who is more of a loner. Likes to keep to himself.
Did he lose his
I
friend?
like this guy already.
Then they have their sister, Renaud, who she is not as social as Raphael. However, she does like to show her work to the world.
Are you telling me she actually did her homework?
Teacher's pet.
No, but in all seriousness, that's like, so you're telling me that one might actually be normal because you have the extreme extrovert, you have the extreme introvert, and then you have the, yeah, I'm here. Look at what I did.
He says, yes, well, she likes to perform her work in solitude, but when it's time to show her work, she does like to put on quite an extravagant show for everyone to see.
See, what kind of work are we talking?
And it usually ends in people's deaths. But
Oh, that's not work. That's
he says, have you not heard of her, the god of pestilence?
oh, that's not that's
Yes. So she is.
With a snap of a finger, she can sit there and she can make you, even you, by the way, and grow mushrooms.
Mushrooms are
I'm
tasty.
not well, I'll let him eat the mushrooms, but I'm not a fan of them. They taste. How should I put this?
Could she teach me how to grow
Ew.
mushrooms?
I won't say rotten.
Iona, did you hear that? We could learn how to grow mushrooms.
No, that's not what he said.
But as he tells you this, he says, all the three, though, obviously, work through their personal avatar, who they granted a portion of their power to.
Oh,
And they're the ones that you see walk around. Or, like in Raouk's case, hardly ever see. He says, matter of fact, the capital to the south is actually not even run by Raouk's avatar. It's run by someone else that they placed in charge.
And who is that someone else? That
the
is
avatar of life,
improperly placed in. That would be hilarious, actually.
who sends gifts to the avatar of death.
He says his
I believe those are
name...
called sacrifices.
Please stay over there.
His formal name is Gavin Redfield.
Oh, good. This
Redfield.
one has consonants in his name.
He's Viceroy. However, most people know him as Scoundrel of the South.
Oh, he has
That's
consonants,
The
but he also has
scruffy-looking
alliteration.
nerf herder.
Sots. I shall call him Sots.
Yes, we all know alliteration is not a good sign.
Well,
But it is memorable.
I'm alliterated.
no, you're supposed to be liberated, not alliterated.
Illiterate?
Well, that too.
All right, if I have to sit on this carriage for one more minute with this crazy elf talking about grammar, I'm gonna burn the thing down.
Yeah. Okay. Have fun with that.
I look up
You
from a
won't be able
book.
to travel.
But then the
Takes
roasted
out two
mushrooms.
rocks. Don't help him, you silly bugbear. Just sit there and drink your tea. We've got to get where we're going.
Nobody
And we're
noticed
going to ask
since I've added
some
of the mushrooms into my
gnomes
tea.
some questions and then step on them.
I could poison his emotions.
I'm now drinking clear soup.
I hope you know this entire journey I'm going to be sitting here like siphoning power off of that gauntlet just to see if I can find an empty bit. Like empty the well, basically.
Find out what now?
So basically see if I can eventually empty the well.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
I'm continuing, just silently, not mentioning that I'm doing it. Yeah, I'm going to hold on to these for a while.
Static shocks start coming off.
He's like, whoom. He's like a battery. Whoom.
Hey, can you turn the light out? Sorry.
So
So if we
anyhow,
made it,
he tells you that information about the big three and their avatars and all this.
They have avatars.
Weird. Are they blue?
yes.
No?
No, but they have a blue arrow.
Oh, okay.
And the Avatar of Pestilence has a green arrow. And the Avatar of Death has a black arrow.
Is this all true?
Why would you take anything? Well, no. You could probably take something.
Nothing they've said so far is true or
I've written it all
amplifying the
down in my
story.
book.
Nope. Erase it all. This is just
I don't have
Kyle
an
talking
eraser.
to Danny.
I rip the pages out and throw them at
It's
them.
in his book. It must
Nope.
be true.
This is Torwynn talking to
And
Fern.
he's writing his tales.
Oh no.
But anyhow, he tells you, gives you the information about them and
Yes.
such. He says, yes, well, their power is, well, nothing we can fight against,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
That's debatable. We'll see.
You could steal their
I
power.
know people. Or are you saying you're content
Then he
with them?
says, well, if only the Lightbringer was still around.
It's not the people I was thinking about. I was thinking about before them, you know, the ones they unrightfully took out.
He just said, he goes, it's really sad what happened.
It is. It really is.
What exactly happened?
Well, that desert didn't used to be a desert.
You see, that's not what I was
Yes.
talking about. But
My brother Abel went there on a scavenging mission.
It used to be luscious plains all around. And the
Until
entire
night.
south was blessed by the Lightbringer's rays.
And then the
But then they
plague
became too comfortable in the blessings and stopped giving worship to the Lightbringer. And next thing you know, Rauk shows up. But not for everybody to see at first. He showed up and in secret started turning each of their hearts away towards him.
Oh.
And eventually, he toppled the kingdom that was pledged to the Lightbringer. And then subsequently murdered all of those that worshipped him.
see,
And next thing you know, the plains started to erode and became the desert.
you and I had two different unfortunate events in mind, and yours was just, well, expected. That's not unfortunate. That's just, it happened.
Well, from what I hear, only the true faithful now are the ones that serve the Lightbringer, and they're the ones who bear the armor. Haven't seen any of them around lately, though.
As I just turn.
Maridros is accentuating this conversation.
Just staring at you over there in your shiny armor.
I'm not in armor right now.
He's naked in a cape.
No,
Staring at you in your not so shiny not armor.
I'm
Well, these
naked
times it's gonna stick.
underneath my armor.
I believe everyone is.
You know those trolls were naked that you fought?
Oh, ew. Oh, wait, hold on. What were they beating us with?
they're clubs.
Oh, no.
They're from Kickapoo.
That's why I was so afraid.
That's why you assaulted their minds.
That is not wrong.
Because they assaulted yours
Right.
first.
Well, no, well, you're not. Yeah.
All right.
You're not right, but you're not wrong, and I don't like it.
Should have been taking intellect damage each round.
So now I'm writing about,
Weird.
like, what are they? Troll clubs?
Yes.
Can you describe them, please? I need to get this
No, thank you.
accurate for a story.
Kinrick
Do they
knocks on the wagon wall towards the driver. How much longer do we have to ride in this carriage?
For like 10 minutes, man.
Because, no, it's
got like an
been
hour and a
10
half
hours.
It's been 10 years.
10 years of my life have been shaved off. I will never regain honor with my clan. I will never kill the evils that exist in this land. I will die rotting in this carriage listening to this crazy glowing elf saying stuff I can't understand. And you hairy things. No, I don't want your mushroom. I threw them off the carriage for a reason. It doesn't look like haggis. I don't want it. Duncan, I thought you were in charge here.
I put another mushroom into the tea.
I'm sorry, we have a power hierarchy here? I'm confused.
Yes, we follow the Duncan.
Oh, well, that was a mistake.
He doesn't blow stuff up or start fights.
That
is not
debatable.
Okay, he blew stuff up, but that ended the fight.
Yeah, it blew my eyes up, too. Which, ironically, didn't blow
I was
up,
also
but-
told that he started that fight.
Hold on to the... No, he didn't start. He started that fight. The crazy glowing elf started the fight.
We weren't even...
Driver! Trader Joe!
I like how I'm getting blamed for
How
walking
much
up to
longer
a
he
bar.
gets blamed for things? I like how you blame me for things just because I blew some stuff up and made some people angry and broke a teacup doesn't mean it's my fault.
It kind of does.
Yes, I know. That's what I just said. It's your fault.
I don't think this land has the
Sit in the
intelligence
back
either.
row, trim your ears.
I don't think he understands how things work.
It's been 26 hours since you started telling me how things worked and I still don't understand it.
Or has it been 26 minutes? That's felt like 26 hours.
525,600 man.
Seriously though, out of character.
But
So are we getting close to the town that we're riding to?
so as you guys just had these conversations regarding the
Yeah.
lore of the land and everything like that, get to know the land a little bit better, where to avoid, unless you really want trouble,
I'm looking for trouble.
you know.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I do.
Kind of trouble.
But all right, kind of
I'm ready to go recruit
changing
some
scenes.
I'm down for goblin recruitment.
Changing scenes there. But before we do, make a roll for me
Oh boy.
for absorbing the
I hope
energy.
you know I have ideas for what I'm going to do with said energy. And what is that roll? What are you? Oh, hey, look, that's a natural 20.
Wow.
It actually is. I'm not going to touch it. You can come look if you really want to.
Snapshot it.
I'm going to.
'Cause I'm not walking over there.
I don't blame you. There's
First
like no
roll
path.
of the last two sessions.
I mean, I could jump over Ronnie like a spider
That's
monkey.
what I was thinking as well. Here, let me just...
you like a spider monkey.
Hey, look at that. Right there. Right there.
of-
I should probably make
bunch
that a
of
square
Mountain
instead.
Dew.
Hold on. Let me make that a square instead of being so like terribly aspect ratioed. There we go. Hi, right there. Look at it. Look at it. Look how pretty it is.
That picture is totally going on to the podcast.
Look at it. It's upside down, but look at it.
It's a 0-2. He rolled a 2.
That's a 0-5.
Yeah, okay, it counts.
What do you mean it counts?
Yeah, that's a 0-5.
Alright. Well, you get a major effect out of that, sir, which means you actually get to drain it twice.
Oh,
So, yes. Essentially, for mechanics purposes, the artifact has a D100 depletion charge on it. So, each time that you drain, you drop the die down. So it goes from actually a D100 to a D20. Now it's actually a D12.
You know what's hilarious?
What's that?
I could just recharge this thing myself.
You could actually, yes. You are a walking battery.
I am draining it of its own charge so that I can charge it myself and it not be attached to that dude.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah, but then if you do that, then it would also change what it does too.
That
so.
sounds perfectly acceptable to me. What are you talking about?
Oh wait, you're gonna
You have a
walk
guy
around
that won it that is like obsessed with lightning.
golden gauntlets, a Raphael symbol, and then you're gonna like have it do ice or something just for kicks and
Do
giggles.
I look like an ice elemental to you?
I'm just saying.
No,
Do I look like I can't change what that symbol is?
You gotta
Okay.
go full Sasuke and just scratch one line through Raphael's face.
I didn't take you for a gold guy, but okay.
I'm not, but it's nice and close to lightning.
But
Hot
yes,
lightning, at least.
you did drain it. Now it's at D12 depletion.
Aha.
So that's what? 12 to 10. So it's 10, 8, 6, 4, and then gone. So about 4 more.
Out of curiosity,
Mm-hmm.
what was the actual difficulty intended on that?
Definitely not 20.
Oh, well, no, but I mean, like, what's the normal?
For that one,
That.
that
Right
was
there.
nice.
Nice and thematic. I mean, I just drained that thing, and I look at my energy; it's just overflowing. Sorry, guys. I had a bit too much eggs.
Let's see. For this, since it's God energy, I was actually going with a 15 is what I was going for.
So
standard.
difficulty 5, basically.
Yeah, difficulty 5, yeah.
Okay.
Which you totally just toasted on that.
Well,
so.
I toasted. Is this energy just dissipating, or am I actually able to focus it into something?
You're actually able to focus it into something. What'd you have in mind?
Well, there seems to be, this weird, like curtain that's like, put over the world to try and keep a certain someone out that, I'd like to rip through and get rid of. So, that certain someone can come back to the rightful place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't expect that to be super easy, but, I'd like to make some progress towards it.
Start
yeah?
whittling at it.
Start storing energy, then utilize it towards that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that shit is possible, yeah.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Power of a god to tear a veil.
Well,
Quite literally.
yes.
I just realized I'm like unintentionally making myself a pseudo god.
Really now? Do you think?
Whoops!
He'll have to Sudoku too.
I mean,
Out of character, though.
charge your own items, put your own symbol on it with your own power into it. I mean,
It's fine. It'll be fine.
do they wrong commoners, they'll just start getting on their knees in front of you.
Look, it proves my point.
So, driver, how much farther did we have to go before he continues talking about how to worship him?
To be fair, I didn't say that in character. But again, it just proves my point further.
To
on my character.
help you with that, though, there is a POI that deals with that will come in handy. So
I don't doubt it. I haven't looked at that point of interest list or anything yet.
yes, but yes, that you can utilize that for that purpose, and that will definitely come in handy.
Trying to think of what purpose, but okay.
The veil,
Oh, yep, okay.
veil splitting. So
Good.
I think it's actually called.
I
Anyway,
actually think it is too. I have to check later. But so you were able to do that successfully, and moving to next scene.
I just burp and just apologize. Sorry. Might smell like eggs. Tasted like it, at least.
Not even
You
picking up the
arrive.
bait.
we arrive.
You arrive and
We're
Veladon.
here!
You're here, except it's not the sight that you wanted to see.
The box is much lighter.
Probably. I don't know. You guys might be excited about it. As you arrive into town, the driver stops and he goes, "What is going on?" And you look in front of you and you see that it looks like the town's been taken over by goblins almost.
Not again.
Almost really.
You see bugbears walking around.
Mm-hmm.
Bugbears.
And they're kind of like enforcers. They're basically moving people from houses as the small little goblins go in and start ransacking. And you can see stuff just being thrown out of each house as another team of goblins start going through it.
That looks very familiar. That is indeed how our raiding parties used to work.
Yep. So they are being extremely thorough in what they're doing right now. They're really, really looking for this person.
Now, as far as the town's concerned, are these like stone huts, cabins? Is it surrounded by woods?
Yeah, you guys are in the forest. So all these houses are made of wood. You're in the forest. The primary, I guess, trade here is essentially like pelts, food, because they're hunters here.
So this is District 12.
And of course, these goblins just stormed into town. And there's guards here, by the way.
Mm-hmm. But they don't seem to be doing much.
They're just letting them.
Okay.
Because they know they're here under orders.
Yeah.
So they're not going to interfere.
Can I pick out who the hobgoblin in charge is?
Yep, you can. And I'm going to use this token since you're not using it. Right there in the dead center. You hear him, and he's barking the orders in Goblin. Now, this one, he looks a little mean, though, because when you look at him, you can tell he has a scar going across one of his eyes.
Uh-huh.
And it's doesn't look like a blade scar. You've seen this scar before. This is directly from the dragon himself, like a claw just purposely drawn across. In other words, made a point.
Yeah.
Fail me again and see what happens.
And apparently he decided to get out before he found out.
Yeah.
I'm going to walk up to him.
And this is the town square, by the way. And these are just the houses over here that they're ransacking.
So the bugbears
I think
and goblins are
before
Yeah,
he
bugbears, goblins,
actually
and
walks up and starts talking Goblinese to everybody, I'm going to tuck and roll. Find a nice tree where I can get a good vantage point. I want to be able to blend into my surroundings but see them.
Yes.
So, I'm normally good at pleasant social interaction.
I don't think it's going to be pleasant.
This is not that. So, I'm going to ask him who he serves in Goblin.
So he gets attention.
Yeah. Ha! Who do you serve?
You see him turn around. Rah! So he looks up at you. Who are you?
You don't recognize me. You do seem a bit young.
He goes, no, don't recognize you.
I've bathed since you last would have met me.
That's probably why I don't recognize you.
I'm going to try and intimidate him. I'm not skilled, but I'm not.
It was 10 years ago I've bathed once.
You're intimidating him into answering you?
Yeah.
Go ahead. And let me see what his is real quick. Difficulty.
Found me a tree. That's really what matters here.
But I thought trees are what you usually stay away from.
This is a different universe.
Alright, that one's going to be 15 for the target number.
That's a 7 that I rolled.
Ooh.
And I don't have any experience to try to reroll that.
He just sizes you up and down, and he says, I don't know what you're doing here, but you're not part of our group. You need to leave.
What I need is to challenge you for leadership.
He goes, ha ha ha.
Challenge to a rock off.
You challenge me? You, clanless, challenge me.
If I win, I have a clan again. It won't be your problem.
You hear him bark orders in Goblin as everybody else continues to do what you're doing.
Uh-huh.
Slap him with your glove.
I was thinking about slapping him, but it wasn't a glove I was about to use.
He goes, so, you, me?
Yes.
He pulls his bow and fires an arrow. And as the arrow flies towards you, he yells, I accept. Roll defense. Oh, that explains it.
What, did he roll well?
What do you roll?
1.
Straight in the eye socket.
Well, it was nice having eyes.
So, he kind of scoffs at you, turns around, starts walking away, and then pulls his bow, turns around, and fires the arrow directly at you. And, of course, as it strikes true...
I have an inability at detecting falsehood.
Well, that's good because I'm good at it.
Fern's over here like, well, I saw that coming.
I just didn't warn you.
I understand why I traveled with him is because he does not know a good deal from a bad.
So the arrow
thought
hits
he
you
was
right in
giving
the gut.
That was dirty.
And then you hear him say, I accept. You're poisoned.
Ah, neat.
So, because you're poisoned, you gain hindrance on all actions until you remove the poison.
So
Okay.
is this like a one-on-one thing? Or are we able to help out? Should we help out?
So you feel your vision getting real fuzzy, and then you remember, oh, yeah, sometimes the hobgoblins do lace their arrows with poison. Oh, no.
This should be fun.
Do I see any food stalls nearby where I can
Food stalls?
pretend to eat popcorn?
Everything's
really
being dumped over right now. Like,
Oh.
How close are these two to each other?
I can see, even though I don't
Mushrooms.
really eat. Oh.
what now?
How close are these two to each
That's
other?
within short range. Oh, them two? Oh, they're they're within. They're not immediate. That would be short range. Yeah. So you guys are within short range of each other, and then you actually would be long range.
Are we in immediate range from each other?
Hobgoblin.
The
What?
rest of us are
The rest of you guys are immediate range.
Okay, so we're basically the rest of the party is immediate range.
No,
and then-
medium.
What?
I'm short.
You. The rest of the party at the wagon
That's what I'm
is
saying.
immediate range.
Yeah, so all of us at the wagon is immediate, and then he's short range. And
He's short range, and so is he, because he's in a
okay.
tree.
Okay.
Huh?
He's in a tree.
He's short range? Oh, I thought you said he was long range.
No, he's
No,
long
no,
range from the hobgoblin.
Let's make this very clear. He.
Okay.
Who is
I'm-
he?
Hold on, stop. Wagon. Short range is you, Tornik.
Yeah.
Long range is hobgoblin.
Right.
Wagon. Short range is Kenrick. Kenrick to hobgoblin's long range.
Okay. That's what I thought.
Yeah. There you go.
Clarity. When we have a lot of he's. Names are nice.
Iona's not a he.
Well, to be fair,
She's the only
So
non
allegedly.
if we were following with my gestures here, you would have seen.
You're right, but this is supposed to be a podcast.
Well, yes. However, again, if you listen to the beginning of it when I was clarifying it, you
That's
would have
fair.
caught it.
That is fair.
So,
I was looking at you gesturing and I was confused.
do it.
I was looking at you gesturing and I was confused.
But that is the setup.
Okay.
You guys are within short range of each other.
Of
You
each other,
and the hobgoblin. Because that is the fight that you initiated there.
Now you got to initiate
so
these
he got
fights.
his 10 paces in.
Go and roll initiative.
I'm gonna use
I guess everybody else can roll
the
initiative
die.
too, just in case you wanted to act.
Naturally.
Yeah, sure.
I could poison
really
his
liking this
emotions.
And
Sure that I
that's
got.
a 9 target
Yeah.
number. Wait. Yeah. 9 target
Worked
number
good
for that.
you.
I wasn't
Did you?
inside of it.
I got a 6.
Well, that
I-
makes sense.
Makes
I
sense.
really didn't recognize the false.
17.
17?
14.
14?
9.
16.
16?
I am reading a book.
He sits under the tree where I'm perched, reading a book.
He's like, I'm not getting involved.
I'm drawing a picture of what is happening right now.
Oh, it's a picture book.
All
It
right.
is. I can't read
So that
or write.
means, yeah. So Duncan, Fern, Kenrick, and Iona, you all can go before the Hobgoblin goes.
Meanwhile,
Then the
I'm
Hobgoblin.
looking at the poisoned
And
arrow.
Tornik. Yes.
All right, so let's think logically.
What would a young Jack Black do?
That
Can I
So logically,
tie this blackout powder onto the end of an arrow and shoot it at the feet of the Hobgoblin and have it go off?
that sounds like not thinking logically, because that gives him a smokescreen to play with.
that's true.
It would hide him from everything else, and if he rushes into it, then it is mono and mono.
But
In the dark.
currently, it's just them two. If anybody else gets involved, you do risk involving the rest of the goblins.
My question is, could I cheekily and stealthily add on my my distortion to him without them realizing where it came from?
You can with hindrance, yes.
So basically, I'd be rolling hindered. Even
Are
though
we
it's
trying
not
to,
a
like-
roll, but I would assume that would basically
Could I
go
use
off
my
as
Are you
high.
trying to be
Genie.
nice to this guy?
I was
Or-
trying to gain.
It doesn't normally do a roll.
No.
Yeah, it's normally
I
not a
was
roll.
trying
Oh, then you would just roll.
Can my
the
genie be
goblins
invisible?
It's
as
normally I just
yeah,
say it happens and...
Oh yeah,
like
yeah.
a
In
six.
this case, you would actually make a roll
By
for it to
challenge.
try to make it
Oh
subtle.
well.
I'm down for that. What would be my difficulty, out of curiosity?
Curiosity, we'll go with, let's see, for that.
What are you putting on him?
And with the distractions
Same thing
there,
I'm doing.
we'll go with a 9. Target number.
Distortion, basically.
Can I
asset to
pray-
defense has.
Blessing of the Gods, pray to Athna, wither damage without him knowing that as well.
You mean weather damage on him?
Yeah.
So actually attack him with it?
But not have, just like do the prayer so that he would start to kind of wither, but not know.
I'm
Like
going
he just feels sick or something.
Yeah, I mean, you can attempt that, and you normally roll for it, correct?
Mhm.
Yeah, so in this case, you would roll, but you roll with a hindrance.
Okay.
So it increases the difficulty for you.
Before I actually roll, is anyone not doing that but trying to do some sort of distraction, even if it's just yeah, you get him,
Well, I have
to try and draw the attention towards the person that's doing fun noises?
a trust rune, but I have a feeling it's a little too late.
Alright, so I have a question.
Well, he's
Would it be a
challenged
short
him
distance
for
from the
leadership.
wagon to one of the buildings that they're ransacking?
Do what now?
To one of the houses that they're ransacking?
Mhm.
Would that be a short distance?
to run.
To get to? Yeah, that's short distance, yeah.
Okay. So I could run in there and attack somebody?
You can if you choose to. Now, keep in mind what he's doing right now
Mm-hmm.
is he's trying to basically circumvent control of the Goblin Horde.
Oh.
He's
That's
I
why
challenged.
he
just challenged the
challenged the guy.
Hobgoblin.
Yeah, he's challenged him for leadership, so he could immediately take control of this clan of goblins.
And bugbears.
He just
I
rolled.
guess I'll
just rolled real bad.
so I guess I'll just wait and see what happens.
Not even cheering him on.
What would the hindrance put my roll at to do the wither damage on him?
The wither damage. The target number for. Let me see. What role was it called for?
I guess it would just be an int roll because it's magic.
Are you like? Is it an attack basically?
Yeah,
So
it's
you're
2
like,
int. I mean,
you're
like
like
it cost me 2
indirectly-
int just to do it.
Okay, then that's intellect based.
you're indirectly attacking him basically.
Okay, alright, so, and that matters because of the difficulty. Okay, so in that case for you, the hindered, it would be a 12 target number.
Now, it already takes 2 int to activate it. If I wanted to whittle that down, I've got an edge of 1 in intellect,
Mm-hmm.
So that would be
but I have a 2
4
effort.
total. Oh, you could knock it down all the way to 6. for 7 total.
Yeah. Well, basically, the first level of effort is 3, but every level of effort of the same type is only 2 after that. So 2 levels of effort is actually only 5 cost. So 7 if you can count that. But you also have the edge, which knocks it down to 6.
Yeah.
So 6 total intellect
And
chips.
that's did you guys including the activating?
Yeah, the 2 for activating and then the 5 for...
Yeah, so it'll be a 6 total, and that's to activate and then drop it by 2. 2 levels.
6 of the blue ones.
Easing it by 2, yeah.
6 points of intellect, yes. Correct.
To knock it down to 6.
To knock it down to a 6.
There's that.
There you go.
14. So that would be 3 points of wither damage that he would feel immediately.
Right. And it just does the damage right off, right? It doesn't have any other effects after it?
Correct. Well, yeah, no. Not unless he gets into some like realm of impaired or whatever.
So...
It's just 3 sucked right off of his health. No armor.
Right.
So all of a sudden, he's hurting right after he shot me. And I'm like, karma.
Yeah, like he would shoot an arrow at him, and then his drawing hand would just kind of like start to gnarl up a little bit.
Yeah, and then he just like also you see the hobgoblin start coughing, and then you see blood, like he wipes his mouth, and it's like he's confused as he looks at you.
Well, I'm in the tree just going, Great Athena, help this warrior bring death to those with dishonor.
3.
Oh.
It didn't roll as far as I was hoping. That's fine.
Well, so it worked.
Oh, yeah, it did. Look, if he thinks I'm the one that did the damage, I will take it.
Yeah, he does actually, because he doesn't see Kenrick up here in the trees, and then he calls something, he sees blood coming out of his mouth, and he looks at him, and then all of a sudden he looks and sees you chanting something, or, maneuvering or whatnot.
Trying to destroy.
Which is ironic because that's long range and I actually wouldn't be able to hit him. I would actually, I think. Kind of. Anyways.
Yeah,
but he still thinks
it. And then what is the effect of it? Like he glows or whatnot? Or?
It's what it does is it affects the light around him. I'll literally read it off for you word for word from the book. You modify how a willing creature within short range reflects light for 1 minute. Normally they rapidly shift between normal appearance and a blot of darkness, but I just adjust that to a blot of light since I'm lightning elemental.
Makes sense.
And then
so you kind of like shimmer.
Basically.
Displace almost.
Not to be confused with casting an illusion of myself over there.
No.
No. Alright, so you start shimmering, and he sees
just
Fern over here.
Normal appearance to just blinding light. That makes it very hard for them to be able to focus and be like, okay, I hit you. So.
Yep. And then you hear him bark out orders in Goblin. And he says, "This one's dishonorable. We should take care of him."
I'm still in the... Wait,
until
did
after
we just
you
not
shot
the
the arrow.
Yeah.
But we're still like right next to the carriage?
Yeah, you're still right next to it.
Okay.
I remind him that he didn't accept until after he shot the arrow.
Just 1 for 1.
So this was just evening the playing field?
Evening the playing field. Renfield.
Can I do that as like a...
When it comes to your turn.
Tell the goblins to...
I am
basted down.
perfectly fine if they want to try and come for me.
Alright, now that has happened, okay.
Can I sneak out of my armor and leave it like sitting there reading a book so everyone thinks that I'm still reading a book, but really I'm naked and I'm flanking them?
I don't
Told
think
you it
you
would
can
happen.
doff armor that quickly.
Yeah, it takes a minute.
The genie could magic him out.
Alright, so Iona and Duncan, you still have
Genie
actions
magic.
left if you choose to take them. They are now alerted.
Yeah, they are.
Unless there's anything you can do there.
I think it's too late for the trust rune.
Well, you could call, because it's authority, law, and peace, and what he's doing is the law of the challenge. You could basically roll that and try to convince them that the hobgoblin did act dishonorably by shooting the arrow first. Like basically what he said, that he was balancing the playing field. You could argue his case. with the blessing.
So I'd be rolling against the leader.
Well, but the only thing that would really, in this sense, be helpful for would provide him an asset. Because he is Bugbear, so for her to do it, they'd be like, who are you?
Right.
Outsider.
Yeah, However, using it in conjunction to help him, it could help him basically as an asset.
That's what I'm saying. Like, all these around here basically, like, helping them see his... Or she could put that onto him to make him seem more trustworthy to them.
Exactly.
I mean, the asset sounds still nice.
It would basically give him a boost.
I could use
To try to reclaim it before it gets
Because
too
the
out of
best
control.
way this ends is he crushes that guy's skull
Look at your
and the
balls.
rest of them
Yeah.
answer to him.
You didn't actually tell me any damage from the arrow. You just told me I was poisoned.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So my pool hasn't been touched.
I was like, what is it? Yeah, I was focused on the intrusion here because that was a surprise. I didn't expect you to roll in that one.
Yeah.
You were supposed to dodge it.
I didn't know to dodge it. He was not accepting the challenge.
4 points.
If he doesn't accept the challenge, I don't have to dodge. I have 1 armor.
Oh. Why'd you give me 4?
Because you said 4.
Oh.
That wasn't very cherry of him.
So is that what you want to do? Did you want to give him an asset?
Sure.
All right, so that's
Do
3.
I need to roll for that? Or?
Yeah.
Well, you don't even have to worry about doing
Because
that
he's
part.
doing
We'll just
rolling.
yeah,
I am
like
not
we'll
going
just
to
consider that
refuse
using her
the
as a help
asset.
action.
An
to-
asset to him.
Right, exactly. Instead of activating the ability and spending points to do it, we'll just say that she's using it as a help action to him.
I'm not
It's
going
what
to
enables the
refuse
help
the
action,
asset.
basically.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Duncan.
So those 3 are in the building, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, Iona is trying to bolster him so he can try to convince them to stand down before they start acting. However, you can set a ready to action if you like.
That's what I was going to do. I was going to go around to the back of the house.
And wait to slit some throats.
You come in like the Kool-Aid man.
Yoink! Oh, yeah.
Bust through the wall, grab a goblin,
Bust through
pull
the
him
wall.
out.
That'll teach you to break a clay pot. Stupid little Link-looking man.
Green man.
But no, that's what I was going to do. Ready action, go behind the... I'm not striking yet. I'm just kind of putting myself in the position.
And he's not even within vision of them, right? Like, it's like he's behind the back wall.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Go ahead and make a speed check real quick.
And this is basically happening at the same time.
What's the difficulty? What was that?
It's bad.
That was the noise he made.
To move and act.
I think it's 4, yeah.
Yeah.
Running that.
Oh, I got it right here. Haha.
It might be 3, actually.
Let's find out.
For sneaking and...
Not sneaking, but moving and also taking an action.
Difficulty 4.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, you're not going to be fast enough, sir, to do all that in one.
Okay.
So you will have to either move. Yeah, you'll have to move first, and then, just move first. So you won't be able to ready the action, but
you're
you'll
there.
be in position for when it comes back to your turn.
That's fine.
Use the movement.
Yeah.
Movement's fine.
Okay. Just in case, right?
Yeah. Just in case this turn goes really by you.
Well, the Hobgoblin goes before you.
Mm-hmm.
And Eric goes same time as Torwynn.
I was just going to ask, his thing that comes out of his armor does intimidation. Is there any way that he can attach that intimidation to someone else? Like make him seem more foreboding? I know he's used it before to make
Oh
himself.
no, it's his.
Yeah, it's
own
not.
ability.
It's not. It's actually me. It's not,
actually him.
It's,
So it's not like a magic you can put on somebody else.
no,
No.
I'm just very
Even the genie
intimidating.
has to stay within immediate range.
Right, like it's chained to him. I get it. All right,
Yeah.
I was just making sure.
But
All
I
right.
could sneak out of my armor.
The Hobgoblin, though,
Uh-huh.
he launches another arrow and he gets it ready. And he just pulls back and fires it.
The good news, you have an asset to speed defense.
That is true. Like you needed it.
Like I needed it that time.
Did it actually
I
help?
rolled a 15.
Roll 15. Which, yeah. Good job.
So I dodged once I knew that he was shooting at me.
You just swat this one away with your stick. Not today.
Yeah, I was like, foolish of you to shoot at the same spot.
And actually, that's funny because your asset and that hindrance cancel each other out.
Nice.
Oh,
So, and that's actually the normal difficulty right there for it. So, good job.
so literally just barely.
Yeah.
And then it would be your turn with an asset from Iona to try to.
Which will cancel out the hindrance.
Yeah.
You could try and do the intimidation and to get the crowd on your side again,
Yeah.
or
Basically.
Yeah.
That could be your action for the turn if you choose to, sir.
I'm going to
Lower it.
spend an effort
All right.
to lower it.
And the difficulty for that, let's see here.
Which one do you think? This one, or this one? Since I'll let you choose.
It'll lower down to a
That
6,
one's
sir.
You're
still
giving me
really
the
good,
asset.
right?
Once. You said it's down to a 6.
Yeah.
So I'm basically pointing out that he has no honor. How can he hope to lead?
Because you haven't pulled the arrow out of you.
No.
Exhibit A.
6.
He rolled a 6. I'm so glad you
Nice.
spent those points.
I am too. It has been rolling exactly what I need. Twice.
Yeah.
so you basically just
Well,
roar and
So-
bellow.
as everybody gets into position here and moves outside the home, you got quite a fan club, by the way.
You would act without honor in a duel? My friends merely even the playing field.
And as they begin, encroaching forward, they stop. And then they kind of look over at the Hobgoblin leader. And he looks at each of them and he goes, "Ah! What are you looking at? Get back to work."
They are looking at a coward.
And of course they haven't moved, by the way. They hadn't listened to that command yet. And he goes, "Fine. You want to believe him? Just wait and see how this rest of this duel goes. I bet he'll try to cheat again."
My friends will not act in my aid,
Oh. Okay.
and yours will not act in yours, if you have friends.
He just scoffs at you. Friends. They
Now-
get you killed.
Now who sounds like a clanless?
All the friends over here are like, man, he's low-key making sense.
Sure. I don't know if that's low key, just high key.
No, that's straight up Thor making sense.
That's not where
All
I'm going
right,
with that.
Lord Eric.
Yes.
What are you doing for your turn? Still reading the book? Staying out of the fight?
Yeah. Why would I?
He's called for
Oh.
nobody to interfere, but we don't have any direct knowledge of the area. Don't you have some sort of like...
I guess I could pick a fight with another guy.
Or you have that thing where you can get wisdom on areas, right? Or wisdom on
No,
things.
that's only when I'm in battle. I can figure out how you're moving and then learn your style. Discover.
Well, that
Learn
could
the Hobgoblin
be...
style.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I
watching
could
the
learn. I
hobgoblin-
could learn the goblin style,
It's
and
not
if he
you
defeats you,
interfering in the match.
if he defeats
right.
you, I will avenge you.
I would appreciate that.
He's going to learn his style.
Hello.
Wait for you to die.
My name
and
is
then he's
Eric
going to
the
use
Wolf.
the information to
I
help
am
you,
looking for the six-fingered
to help
hobgoblin.
avenge you.
Yeah.
The naked hobgoblin.
Good grief, that's funny. Okay,
So
we're going to name this tavern a Naked Goblin. In
So-
your honor.
basically, I just
Ew.
knocked this down to him and me.
Remember to wipe the
rolling
stool before you
for
sit
right
on it.
now.
Well, I mean, we still go in initiative order,
Me rolling
But-
twice per turn.
right? So yeah, we go back up to the top, which is you four. Duncan,
Yep.
Fern.
Feel free to
Kenrick
do
and
anything
Iona.
as long as you're not directly
Looking
interfering
around,
with it.
would I see anything like in the area that would? When there's nothing around that looks shiny or bobbly or maybe like a sun symbol etched into a building somewhere or anything like that.
No, everything is just dull and boring, pretty much. And
try-
a lot of things are trashed.
After hearing that, I'm going to see if I can find the other Lightbringer.
Search and rescue. Gotcha.
I was gonna say I'd probably send a Darren to like look around and see if he finds
Sure.
anything.
That's good. You go ahead and make a perception check for that.
He'd just be on int.
Mm-hmm. Yep, correct. And then you can as well for your searching.
8.
Oh yeah. See, target number. We'll go with 12.
18.
It's bright outside. He's an owl.
Yeah.
He's literally looking for
Looking for
bringer
the
of
light. I see it. I see it everywhere, Kenrick. There's light all over the place.
Oh. But all right, you search this house to begin with, as they're all distracted, and you come up with nothing.
Okay.
So, do you want to make a speed check real quick to try to move to the next house?
Sure.
No.
Well, you stay there.
Took
the
you
lead
longer than you
feet.
thought.
Got the lead foot.
All right.
Had
You
to
did
clear
yours.
the,
Fern, you gonna do anything or wait it out?
Well, let's see. Is there a spot on the carriage that looks comfy that has a good view of the fight?
On the carriage? Not really.
Can I climb on top of the carriage? Does it have a sturdy enough roof for me to be on top of the carriage, I should ask?
It had a roof?
Yeah, it was a cart.
Yeah, but does it have like one of those coverings or not even that?
It was
It's
an
just a
open
cart.
cart. Yeah.
Okay.
It was a produce cart that they commandeered.
Not my cabbages!
That's what they threw out. Along with the mushrooms.
Well, yeah, but there weren't any ferns. I didn't care.
Poor guy's got to go all the way back to Ba Sing Se.
Poor guy. There is no war there, at least, so. There is death, though, sadly.
Yeah.
He's just in a different territory. Anyways, if there's no real good spot on the cart or anything, then I guess I would find a nice comfy patch of grass and sit in it and enjoy the fight with heavy air quotations there as I'm debating whether I want to do a mental assault or not.
Yeah. Just sit there and see what happens, huh?
I'm gonna see what happens.
Just to see what
Iona?
happens.
I don't really want to attack this thing.
Well, as of right now, we have 1-on-1, and everybody else is, because of your assistance, backed off.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. If it wasn't for that, he definitely wouldn't have made it.
Currently, I'm not in combat. I'm just praying to my gods. So I don't even feel that bloodthirsty at the moment.
Like, are you still trying to talk to him?
No, I'm.
He's gonna hit him.
That's
I'm
right.
about
You
to
didn't
go
have
hit.
bloodthirsty.
You're gonna fight him.
But I'm not in combat. That's a duel. That's different.
Well, you did strike him now.
I prayed. I prayed for his illness. That's the god striking him.
Well, what we probably would do, though, is we'll probably, after this round, start having you roll to maintain that.
Ah, that makes sense.
Because as the combat goes on,
It looks good.
looks tasty.
I gotta keep
I can
praying.
jump in. I can do this.
Looks like fun.
So,
Tasty.
So
Hobgoblin,
gets to go.
as he launches another arrow.
I still have the buff
You do.
to my speed defense.
Right. So it just makes it a 15,
Wow.
is what you rolled.
Wow.
I'll take it.
I like this dice.
That's pretty consistent.
It keeps rolling exactly what I need.
Nothing more, nothing
Did you
less.
put, like, a piece of your mind into the dice itself and just, like, you're neurally connected?
It's interesting that you were saying what I needed to roll
Yeah.
as I released.
Yeah.
And it landed anyway.
Oh, the die is voice activated. Okay.
Yeah.
Dice voice activate. Well, that was nice. As the arrow goes wide,
Yeah.
and he's starting to get more frustrated with you because the poison is supposed to slow you down and make you an easier target.
Man, I'm confused. I
Isn't
thought this was
slowing
gonna be a
him.
good duel, but this guy's not landing a single hit.
He's feeling pukish. Something he ate.
So now it's my turn.
Yep.
I'm going to go ahead and activate my thunder into my cudgel for an attack. I have 2 edge in might, which is the price.
Mm-hmm.
So the 3 that I give you just steps down the difficulty.
Ooh, tasty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And this already stepped down the difficulty because I'm trained with my cudgel.
Right. So they went from 15 to 12,
15 to 12
and then down to
9.
9.
Come on, 19. Close. 13.
Nice.
But it hits. That's
It didn't roll extra damage, but it didn't roll exactly what I needed either.
Right.
Look, we're getting +1. I will take it.
Yeah.
Now, you move to strike him, though, right?
Yeah.
All right, because it's, yeah.
Oh, so I need to roll. Is that the speed?
Yeah, speed.
So that would be the speed because I moved in.
Yeah, right. So you have to make 2 rolls, period. And now speed. Now this is the 9 that you need. 14.
See, we're getting
13,
+1.
14, 15.
Smack him about the head.
Keep doing that.
Nice,
So
alright.
that is
So you close the distance and smack him.
7 damage.
Is it 7?
It's +1 on the thundering cudgel.
Yeah.
Should have gone ahead and put the effort into extra damage, but oh well.
Well,
I didn't know I was going to roll good.
yes, you have definitely debilitated him.
I didn't know it was going to work in my favor.
And as you just completely break his bow and then break a part of him.
The other half of his face.
Yeah.
The not his
As
ugly
he's
part.
just kind of like staying back a little dazed from it. Whoa.
I kind of sway too.
kind of picture him sounding like R2-D2 when he gets zapped. Like,
Alright.
yeah.
Back up to the top.
Oh, did he want to?
I think he's still just kind of sitting out, right?
Yeah, I don't want.
He's studying what the hobgoblin.
Did you kill the hobgoblin yet?
He was shooting
He's
arrows at me,
debilitated.
but he's not going to be able to do that
Yeah,
anymore.
he's studying the hobgoblin, which the hobgoblin led off with the arrows, but now that he's closed the distance, you're about to see what he's about to do next.
Yeah.
Let's see what he does. Let's write this down.
All I'm doing is sitting there watching the fight and giving commentary. Look, I thought this was going to be a good duel, but you can't seem to hit him, but he's beating the crap out of you, man. What? Where'd
I
your
can't believe
Are
I
you
confidence
trash
paid for
talking
this.
the Hobgoblin?
Where'd your confidence go? Come on, man.
You
It's like a
rolling for
UFC
nickel?
fight. Basically.
I'm continuing my search.
All right, go.
You suck!
Make a speed roll real quick. Yeah, you made it. Now go make your search roll. Nice.
Nice.
Lord Eric's off in the
You cleared that house. You don't find any trace.
Okay.
Lord Eric's in the cart going.
So that's 2 down. You got a couple more you can check.
Yeah. That is what I'm doing.
I need to roll on int.
Yeah.
What would be my target number to stay controlled?
Yeah.
Oh, stay controlled. It's going to go
There's a
with
rock on
6.
the end of the stick.
There you go.
I'm praying continuously.
Yep.
Oh, let me roll for the. Can I roll for
Perception.
the owl for the perception?
Yep.
Yes.
There you go.
So I would probably have him searching through like one of the other houses.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
Swoop in, look around, and swoop out.
Yeah, he is. And you take off another house off the board. You don't find it.
All right.
Nothing in there.
I'd basically just like, I don't know. He could probably see me from like the tree.
Yeah.
I'd just look at him and be like,
Oh, you in the
Skip to the
tree?
next
I,
He sees Owl too. And
I
Owl
feel
could
like
probably
I'm
make
underneath the
noises
tree.
or whatnot.
yeah,
Like
you're
I'm
reading a book
like
under
I'm
the
sitting
tree.
on like a little hill above of you guys, and there's a tree, and so he's in the tree.
I'm in the tree.
and I'm underneath the tree.
At the end of it, I'll drop an owl, or I'll drop an
An
apple.
owl?
I do have an owl.
Oh, and then you'll give me an idea.
I drop an apple, and you'll be like, Eureka! Gravity!
Yeah,
Apple.
that's exactly what'll happen.
All right.
All right.
I guess I'm gonna do. You've already attacked him, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do some seeds then.
No.
No.
Oh, I can't find him.
It's still a one-on-one.
Well, it's still one-on-one. If we fight him, then they all move in.
Well,
Yeah,
I can't
yeah.
do anything, right?
We give him moral support.
I'm gonna give
Can-
you moral
wait.
support.
You have sense magic. What does that do?
I don't know. It's a passive. It works all the time. But I
Oh.
don't know that. It's on page 53.
But you couldn't like sense the area and see if like there was any magic oriented in one of the houses.
I have no idea.
Sense magic.
What does this
You
say,
can
Dan?
sense whether the supernatural is active in situations where its presence is not obvious. You must study an object or location closely for a minute to get a feel for whether a mystical touch is at work.
Well, there you go.
So like one of the houses we haven't searched yet, she could like sense
What
whether or
is
not it's
hedge
got like
magic?
a barrier or
I'm just
seal.
curious.
Right,
It's
something like that.
149.
Magic.
Perform
Yeah.
hedge magic.
Yep.
Which you said 149.
Yeah.
Glad you wrote down
I
the
just
page
can't
number.
remember the difference between the two.
Hedge magic. You can perform small tricks, temporarily changing the color or basic appearance of a small object, cause small objects to float through the air, clean a small area, mend a broken object, prepare but not create food, and so on.
You better
You
not
can't
create
use
food.
hedge magic to harm another creature or object action.
Gotcha.
It costs 1 action and 1 intellect.
So you could try to do like a perception of magic on one of those houses that me and Duncan haven't searched yet.
All right.
You want to do that?
Sure.
Okay.
Do I have to do anything for that?
Do you have an edge in int?
I have 2 edges.
So it would not cost you anything.
To
It
lower
actually
down?
refunds you. No.
Man, I wish it refund.
That's not how this works.
So it wouldn't cost you anything to do it. You just spend a minute studying.
Cool.
And actually, we can even expand it from the house and just do this kind of town area. Since it's going to take her a minute anyways, we'll go ahead and do that.
Is that like a whole turn? What does a minute translate to?
10 turns.
10 turns.
Yeah.
All right.
That's why
Kill
I
him.
expanded it out. Make a roll
So
to
I roll to
defend as he
defend.
pulls his blade.
Nice.
13.
13.
Is that too
I
low?
do have the buff from him.
We have a
which
hindrance.
cancels out the hindrance.
Yeah. And 15 is what it starts at.
You can take a hit.
Yeah, I'll take the hit. Because I don't have...
I mean, you hit him one more time and he's mush.
Yeah. As he essentially maneuvers behind you, and then slashes you.
Slashes me as he's moving.
Yes.
Look, man, he's not used to the sword yet.
Now, Lord Eric, did you see that?
No.
It's 4 points, by the way.
I got slashed by the sword.
No, I didn't see it at all.
He's reading a book.
I'm
I was
reading
reading a book.
I will give you 3.
How dare you interrupt me while I'm reading?
Dare you?
And then I get to swing back.
Yeah.
So, since he went behind me, I'm going to go whack.
I imagine you're like Rafiki.
Yeah, like Rafiki mixed with the Beast from Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah?
I'm trying to remember what Rafiki's from.
Rafiki
Lion
was
King.
the Lion King.
Ah, yes, okay.
The monkey with the club.
I'm going to spend the effort to...
Lower to 12.
You said he's down to debilitated already, right?
Yeah. Well, he said.
Yeah, he's debilitated, yeah. So your hit took him from hail to debilitated.
So
I'm
you
sorry,
should
it
be
did
able
that
to kill him.
much.
So I'm not going to worry about adding the
Yeah.
damage to it. I'm just going to
Ouch.
make sure that I hit him.
Well, he was already somewhat injured in the beginning.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
still, ouch.
Yeah.
He does what, 6 points of damage?
7 right
7.
now.
7.
15?
Nice.
12 is all you needed.
I made sure that I was going to hit.
Yes.
I have the cudgel skill.
Oh, yeah, you do, yeah.
So I dropped it down to 9 and rolled a 15
Nice.
Yeah.
for 7 damage.
How would you like to finish him?
So I pop him in the head with the cudgel,
As he drops his blade?
makes him drop the blade, and then I grab the arrow and I stab it into his neck.
The arrow that was still in your gut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. As you do that, you just hear him as he's choking,
Uh-huh.
and then eventually falls to the ground, and then you see him just start like writhing in pain, and then stops moving altogether.
Man, I thought he was finally getting it. He got a hit in, but then he just...
And then I poke him
Limps
with the
out.
staff and go. I guess that was it.
Make a roll real quick, sir.
Who, me?
Yeah.
7.
Gotcha.
So now I have to command the goblins.
Or do you?
I think I'm going to try to convince them that it'll be better under me anyway. Since they were just barely.
Life is much better down where
Listen
it's wetter. Come follow me.
I'm going to try a pleasant social interaction.
It's like a
with
big
the rest
violent
of the
Disney
goblins
character.
to give them an inspirational speech about how great it's going to be
Oh, yeah?
in my clan.
It starts off as a 12, but you reduced it to a 9.
Yes.
I swear, I think we just have, like, opposite skills.
And
Yeah.
do you
I
have
have
it trained?
Trained.
Okay, so it's now it's a 6.
6.
It's like you guys compliment each other.
Yeah.
Or
Like-
make up for each other's weaknesses.
Like thunder and lightning.
Weird.
Are you sick?
Really?
Really?
What do you roll?
3.
3.
Oh, no.
I needed a 6.
The cursed 3. Don't worry, I rolled one of those earlier.
Oh.
None of us has any experience to let me re-roll that.
Nope.
I have experience. Can I give it to him?
So, you hear the goblins as they start talking,
I have like 10
and
experience.
I'll go in there.
Do you want to use one
communicating
to
back
help
and
him?
forth with
Yeah, if he
the
needs it.
goblin noise and stuff like that.
He said
and
he's giving him an experience
Does he
to
need it?
reroll.
need it for what?
To
Dan
survive.
to re-roll.
He doesn't need it to survive.
Oh, why
He
would I
could
give
use it to make all these goblins follow him, though.
Oh, okay. How about this?
But how would your experience help him in this, though?
I don't know.
Why
I just
would they
know that
listen
experience-
to your character?
Why would they? Because
Or how would
I
your
am
character
Lord
help
Eric.
him in convincing him?
We were great friends with the people of the naked little goblins civilizations.
Or you run down, stand behind him, like, intimidatingly? Don't you have that?
Yeah, I can do that. Shall I do that?
Like, you back him up by looking
yeah.
like you follow him.
Can I do that?
I don't
Do you want me to do that?
know
I'll do
how
that.
that's gonna.
I have that ability to.
Well, yeah, but you're not using the ability. You're using the experience token to help him re-roll.
But you were saying how would you explain my help, and that's
Right.
how you would explain it.
I mean, if you want to spend the experience, you can.
I mean, can I pray to you? What should I do?
It's up to you if you want to spend the experience. And
God,
it's
am I
definitely not a
allowed?
life or death roll, but
What else am I going to spend it on?
It's the only real
Advancement.
difference.
It's whether or not we get into an all-out war with these people.
I don't advance.
oh, I mean, it's not even at that point right now.
No,
They're just
right now, it's just negotiation at this point.
He's just trying to convince them to follow him. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
What are the odds?
But if you want to spend it to give him a chance to re-roll, you can. It's up to you.
What does he need to hit?
He needed to hit a 6, but he rolled
That's
a 3.
it?
Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah, I'll
What are
help
the
him.
odds that he rolls below a 6 twice?
Are you gonna like
well-
make me like your general?
25% of 25%, which is a 8.25. Oh wait, no, 6.25. Sorry.
That meant nothing to me.
Well, it's a concrete number.
All right, so you're spending experience? or not?
Reese's
I'll
Pieces.
spend it. I have 9
I ate all
experience
those
now.
already.
That's all I got out of this.
All right, re-roll.
So he basically yells out, "Yeah, I would think that following the honorable one would make it better."
And then I was like, "You can do it."
Maybe you don't have to ransack places to, you know.
Yes!
Right. All right.
Yes!
So what do you say?
I'm telling them how much better life would be under me with my clan, that though not all goblinoid, is a much stronger clan, and they have helped me stand against the Red Dragon. They have helped me stand in an arena. We have won many battles together, and with you, we will win many more.
I'm sorry, what was this about a dragon?
It's Big
The-
Red.
Yeah.
What was this about a dragon? I missed that. Hold on.
Do we have a Faraday cage that we can just, like, throw on top of him at some point?
I don't think that'll help.
But
It
anyhow.
prevents me from hitting.
And
what's
you
in
hear
it.
them, and they all just kind of look around, and they all just like are in agreement, and they all start grunting and hooting, hollering, hissing, all kinds of primal sounds.
Like, is that good?
And
that
obviously,
doesn't
the
sound
best
too-
way for us to fight against the Triumvirate and the Red Dragon is to follow the Lightbringer.
As everyone stares at
Go ahead and
me.
roll that one again.
Big time. Come on. Big money, big money.
Wait, what?
Big money.
He wants us to follow Outsider? Good thing you rolled a 6.
6.
Exactly what I need.
And they all convert.
Then they all just kind of stop and stall for a minute, and they all look at each other, and then they all in agreement. Yeah!
They all just shrug their shoulders.
We will
like,
follow Tornik.
Torwynn.
Nice.
And now we have a not disposable army.
No, we have foot soldiers.
So,
Oh, that
Now
makes
you
sense.
have a contact.
can I
It's the contact 20.
continue with rolls for the owl to find signs of the Lightbringer?
Don't you need to, Iona? You actually hone in and on the source of magic that's in the town that the goblins were looking for.
He's the Goblin King. The Goblin King. Full circle.
Power of the babe.
And Duncan is closest.
Duncan.
What?
I'm so glad someone joined.
Oh, I guess I tell him where it is.
Duncan, it's right in front of your face!
She changes the color of the door.
As you move from house to house,
Yes.
and then house
Follow
you're
the
about to,
highlighted
walk
path.
into, Iona yells out to you.
Use your Witcher senses.
Why is everyone glowing
She
yellow?
gives you Witcher senses for a minute.
Why does this one have ghostly white footprints and a ghostly white glowing door? And everything else is like faded colors.
My
This
favorite is when you
object
look
is
down
glittering.
and you see the path that you should follow to your next objective.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, this way.
And you don't even notice the 4 ambushes.
This is
along
called
the
Find
way.
the Path.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Hi, I'd like to cast clairvoyance. Oh, that way.
So, she tells you that the house directly in front of you is the one where the source is coming from.
Okay.
Neo's in there? I'm sorry.
Do the special knock.
Right. So I go in the house.
Okay.
Soap and a handshake.
Bust down or knock on the door.
Do the special knock.
Shave and a haircut.
Describe for us. What do you do here? Like, do you just burst in?
Well, I don't burst in because there's.
Yeah, it's already open. You're right.
I just walk in.
So you walk in, you don't scream, oh yeah, right?
Just because I'm played by Ronnie doesn't mean that I'm going to break doors.
All right, so you go in
Oh, I just realized.
and you find, and of course, just you villagers and such are in their homes as being ransacked, and some are complaining to the guards and this that, and the other.
It's not
But you
being
go into this
ransacked
house. Do it.
It's not being ransacked anymore.
No, when it was being ransacked. So as you head into this house, you see 3 commoners that are fiercely guarding a door that's inside the house. As they look at you as you come through the door frame, and they pull their blades on you. They say, "Stop! You won't come near us." And they're all like really shaky with their weapons. Like they have no idea how to use these things.
We could probably intimidate them.
Pop
too.
your
Let alone
armor
kill
on.
anybody.
I'm going to use pleasant social interactions to calm them down.
All right.
Oh, that's sweet of you.
Is it though?
18.
Do not
18.
worry, my
So it
children.
was.
Okay, and what do you say to him?
I am not the Lightbringer you are looking for.
Wait, but he kind of is.
I'll be back.
Don't worry, I'm here looking for a friend.
It's not a tumor.
What?
It's not a tumor.
That's way before his time.
To the
That's not
chopper.
before his time.
No.
Oh.
Oh, there we are.
Don't randomly throw Arnold at me.
All right, guys. Let's.
Everything's throwing you off tonight.
Chill.
Yeah. Calm
All right, so
down,
you calm the
man.
3
We're
shaky
all
men.
Good.
But no, it's he comes in there. He just starts talking to him, and like just like I'm not an enemy. I'm just here to find a friend that's in need.
Nice to meet you.
I am a friend of the
They
light.
look at you and they go. They put their weapons down, so to
Mhm.
speak. Not on
Still
the
in
ground,
hand, but
but lowered. Yeah. And as they do that, they look at you and say, "How can we trust you?"
Do you follow the Lightbringer?
Yes, we do.
Then I just activate my armor real quick
Okay.
while I'm in there.
And your armor appears, and then they're in shock and awe, and they go, "You're here to help.
Yes, I'm here to help.
I hope you're not too late."
Too late for what?
Me too.
They open the door, and as they open it, you see into the room, and you can see kind of hidden underneath clothes.
Potato sacks.
There is a body.
Uh-oh.
I'd like to complain that if we see it, it's very terribly hidden.
Terrible.
I was about to say they're commoners. They're just like, "Oh, we're being stormed. Throw something
So-
on this guy."
Obviously, that dude is not the
The
magic
dude.
guy.
What?
So I go to the body and investigate.
As you clear from him, and you can tell that this is a Lightbringer, and his armor is heavily damaged, and he's bleeding pretty bad. He's debilitated, and it doesn't look like he's going to pull through.
Do you tell us that?
Do we just kill him?
And he sees you in your armor, and he says,
like with the turtle.
"Another one of the faithful. I'm sorry. I couldn't complete the task."
What happened to you?
He says, I tried to get more information on the stronghold, Dolgotha. I infiltrated the ranks, but they found me out.
It's probably that armor.
Tried to escape and was injured in doing so. I made it here, but they found me. They tracked me here. I thought I was gone for when these goblins arrived.
We took care of that problem.
I still hear them.
They're...
Duncan.
I don't know how to say this, but they're with us now.
They are followers of the light.
That's... I did not expect.
I go into the hut
You're welcome.
to check on Duncan.
Duncan?
Duncan, did you find him?
Yes, I found him. He is really debilitated and almost dying. We need to get this man medical attention.
I will use my tissue regeneration potion. I realize I can't make it. I'm going to have to use the entire thing on him.
Yeah, you will. You really want to do that?
Yes. Because I realized what I just did. And all of these goblins are going to follow the Lightbringer.
Yeah.
And now you're going to make a resurrection happen right in front of them, and they're going to be like, the Lightbringer's amazing!
So,
You're like, consider this a donation. I'll write this off later.
I don't
This is taxable.
So I restore
Look, man, it was a work expense.
8 of his
HPs.
And
so
what is this, a potion or a salve? What is
it's a potion that I keep on my.
it? Gotcha.
He mixes
Pop
it
open
with
the vial.
tea. He
You can
feeds them
actually see
tea.
it on my model.
Nice.
It's the red one under my arm. The blue one is
the right
lightning wall.
Yeah, so he mixes it in with some tea and then feeds it to the dude.
No, I ended up having to just pour it straight in because he looks bad.
Bad. He needs the full.
I wasn't able
dose.
to just do essence.
Undiluted.
Essence O troll blood. This is just straight
So
troll blood.
he starts slipping away, and then as he does, Tornik rushes in, sees his condition, and then immediately gives him the vial, the entire vial that he has.
It's going to do, over the course of 8 turns, 3 might, 2 speed, and 2 int.
So he looks like Jason
Jeez.
Statham in Crank.
So you see him as he's given this vial. All of a sudden, his wounds are starting to heal and restore. The bleeding is stopping. Now, it doesn't restore all of his wounds completely, but it brings him back from being nearly dead.
And should have
So
him
now
no
he's just
longer impaired or
In
debilitated.
bed rest.
And then he, you see him just kind of weakly, like, kind of open his eyes, and he goes, "Where was the light? It was so bright. Where did it go?"
Sorry.
And I look at him like, well, you're not dying now.
And then I smile over your shoulder.
Why am I not dying? Dead. What? Why am I still here?
We need someone to lead the goblins.
So is this
How
the
did this
magic
happen?
thing that I was like sensing?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to know the truth?
Yes.
Troll blood.
No. He's like,
That's that.
I just
Licorice
got done
flavor.
telling the goblins to follow you. You can't die yet.
oh. Well, he says, my armor is in shambles. I don't think I'm going to be much use.
Then why'd we save him?
And he says,
He's got information.
I believe I'm going to change my position.
To goblin
Now that
chief.
I've been discovered, I cannot go back to being a knight.
Here's some pieces of my armor.
Mr. Not So Knight, what are
Well-
you going to be?
If you're not going to use your armor anymore, I found an armor that can actually repair mine.
As he looks, he says, looks like yours has seen better days as well.
Yes, we've been fighting.
Says yes, as he taps his amulet, and when he does, it retracts what's left of the armor, and then he hands it to you. You can tell that his talisman is nearly destroyed as well. It's in bad shape, and that was the magical item that she was sensing.
We're going to have to find one of these dudes dying every single time you get your armor chinked. It's going to be an issue.
It is.
This is not a renewable resource.
They are
Stop
very-
rolling once.
There can be
Count the dice
only
stack.
one.
Says the guy who's poisoned right now.
Yeah. I took the arrow out. I'm stopped being poisoned. Now I'm just poisoned.
I don't think that quite solves the issue.
I don't think so either. Oh, but anyhow, he gives you that, and he thanks you. He says, thank you so much for saving me. I am convinced that the Lightbringer has shown favor on you.
I'm not.
I am
hope
convinced that you are now the Goblin Chieftain. I already convinced them to follow you.
And he says, I believe I will now be a herald of the Lightbringer. I will go and I will continue to spread word through the citizens. Although I won't engage anymore with these soldiers.
It's a
I'll
good
leave
thing
that
he'll
to
have
you.
a whole gang following behind him, helping him stay safe.
Well, just be safe, brother.
And he says, these citizens, they deserve better than this.
That I agree with.
Although I will be sad because I can no longer return to the temple, I will always cherish the memories I have there.
Are you telling me I came all this way to help another god?
This is one of those that we were talking about.
It's one of the
that
things
makes
that you
things
have to
easy.
do on your quest to become a god.
I'm not trying to become a god.
Says the guy becoming a god.
Alright, so you have gathered material.
All right.
I make sure to introduce him to his new horde.
His loyal subjects. As you bring them out, and all of a sudden all the goblins are seeing him, and they look at you for approval.
Yes. You came here to find him, and now he shall lead you.
And one of them, the goblins, they look at him and go, ah!
He is the
He
Lightbringer.
goes, I searched that house.
All I saw was clothes
And then
and
the
potato sacks.
goblins, they look at each other, and they look at the bugbear, and they just kick him in the shin. And said, this is your fault.
The Hobgoblin?
Yeah. The bugbear. The goblins, they kicked the bugbear.
Oh, the one that searched the...
You want to search it with them, you know?
It just
Start
look
blaming
like
him for it.
potatoes.
And they go, you were supposed to tear it apart. You left the door open.
Potatoes.
I trust you will learn well under his leadership.
And you see the bugbear, he's like...
You will learn better how to search houses.
Don't send a goblin to do a soldier's job. But anyways. Alright, so you have successfully liberated the town. Woo-hoo. Gathered a goblin contact as well.
Yes.
That you can call upon.
Who's also a Lightbringer.
I'm not going to tell them that I was like praying to a god of death the whole time to get everything done, but
Hey, takes all kinds.
Lightbringer! Woohoo!
So, as you all contemplate your next steps and such, you probably use the goblins to help put the town back in order.
Yeah.
Rebuild this. Hammer and nails over there.
Well, I mean, the Lightbringer's probably gonna start learning how to
Showing them
lead
carpentry?
But you have successfully completed the POI, and you have not only liberated the town, but gained the goblin contact, and also prevented the location of the Lightbringer Temple
from being
revealed.
Nice.
Because they would have kept him alive long enough to be tortured to
so
reveal
they can find it.
Exactly. Because they have not quite figured out how the Lightbringers are able to travel and transport to the temple yet.
Nice. And we even did it kind of like halfway intelligently.
I didn't even lose all of my mic this time.
Nice.
Look at everybody alive! Not just me.
So,
Hey,
where will the heretics go next?
Get my armor fixed.
Back to town.
Back to town. Just skip the tavern.
Yeah.
Be sure to tune in next time to find out. This is Saturday Night Gaming signing off.
I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Starfall. If you did, be sure to head on over to our website at www.saturdaynightgamingllc.com and check out some of our other cool games. Also, make sure to like, share, and subscribe on all of our social media platforms. I hope you have a fantastic week, and until next time, this is Laura Hibbard with Saturday Night Gaming signing off.